2024 Mercedes-AMG GT3 Edition 130Y Motorsport is the GT3 car with no restrictions. It sports a paint scheme and interior inspired by classic Mercedes race cars. 2024 Mercedes-AMG GT3 Edition 130Y Motorsport. View 15 photos. Germany, rounding out the Mercedes reveals of Monterey Car Week, even if this one was shown in Germany, is another special version of the Mercedes-AMG GT3 race car. Called the Edition 130Y Motorsport, it's a special track car based on the competition vehicle. And it celebrates more than a century, 130 years, since Mercedes first entered an automobile race. But because it's not built to compete professionally, Mercedes-AMG could ignore a variety of restrictions to make the fastest version of the car possible, and the last of the naturally aspirated versions of the car. #Mercedes-AMG, #AMG, #driving performance, #cars, #auto, #autos, #automobiles, #reviewcars. The 6.3-liter V8 lacks any intake restrictions, and it gets a unique exhaust system. This allows AMG to get 671 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque from it. Power still goes to the rear wheels via a 6-speed sequential transaxle. Aerodynamics have been changed with a new front splitter, side skirts, rear diffuser, fender louvers and underbody panels, plus a wider rear wing. This all brings downforce up by 15% over the competition car. But the Edition 130Y also benefits from a drag reduction system, DRS, that puts down the wing's flap and adjusts underbody flaps to allow for a top speed of more than 196 miles per hour. The aero goes back to normal as soon as the car detects deceleration or lateral acceleration. Finally, AMG fit carbon ceramic brakes with 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston ones in the rear. The GT3 class requires steel rotors, which are heavier. The 130Y is visually impressive, too. The paint scheme is inspired by a 1952 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, also pictured in the gallery. And it's paired with some amazing blue and white plaid fabric upholstery. The tops of the racing buckets are finished in a light brown leather, and the steering wheel grips are made of walnut wood. All of the race car's safety equipment remains, including the carbon fiber safety cell, steel roll cage, 5-point harness and fire suppression system. The owner gets a few other goodies, too. In addition to a custom car cover and a 1:8 scale model of the car, the customer gets a matching plaid bag filled with a Puma race suit, gloves, shoes and underwear, as well as a bell helmet. Mercedes will build only 13 of these special edition cars. Each of them will retail for €1.03 million, or about $1.14 million as of writing.